the music.
So I recently got an idea to know what kind of thinking style I have. Why it is important? Because a person's thinking style decides what kind of thing he is capable of. If you quantify your thinking style, not just telling I am just very thoughtful, I am just very logical, instead of telling that, if you quantify your thinking style a little bit more detailed, it will be highly helpful for people to know about you, and they can give you what kind of thing you are capable of. It should be put in a person's profile. Therefore, I look for some tests in on internet to know how I can quantify my thinking style. And the test which I'm gonna take now is very detailed and it's very quantitative. It can see each person have a unique thinking style, because it highly depends on um, it's a little bit natural, and it's a lot of external factors, the things you read, the people you have been with, and the society you've grown up. A lot of things will affect your thinking style. Therefore, this everybody is a unique one, but this test will help you categorize into a into a thinking style, and it also give you a graph. It's quite interesting. Let's take this thinking style test. So this is the test I have been talking about, and it was made by Anthony Grehog, professor, and it really quantifies. That's why I selected this test. You will get a graph based on the marks you get. You can be categorized into one of these thinkers. The test is simple. There are 15 questions. You have to select two words in each question, and that will, based on the marks you get, you can categorize as the what kind of thinker are you, and also you can depict your graph based on the marks you get. And let's see what are my answers for these questions, and what is my thinking style. You can also take this test. I put this PDF in the description. So for my first question, my answer is, imagine, maybe realistic and analytical. That is what I am. I am not imaginative when I am taking a decision. Maybe many people may differ, but I am realistic and analytical. CND. I'm not definitely organized, maybe adaptable and inquisitive. That's what me. I'm not critical. That's, I don't know. I have bad. I can't criticize. Maybe sometimes, but not most of the times. And I am definitely not organized. I am adaptable and inquisitive. Debating, getting to the point, creating or relating. Maybe relating and getting to the point. Those are the things I mostly do. Personal, practical, academic, adventurous. Um, I'll be I'll be practical and adventurous, or academic. Okay, to some extent, but not not to a large extent. I'm practical and adventurous. So do I precise? No, I'm flexible and inventive. I'm definitely not systematic and precise. I'll be flexible and I'll be inventive. Sharing, orally, sensible and independent. I'm independent and what to say? I'm not orally. Maybe sensible. I'm independent and sensible. Competitive, perfectionist, cooperative, logical. I am not a perfectionist at all. Maybe logical and competitive. That will suit me a lot. And eighth one, where I'm intellectual. Maybe I'm a risk taking and intellectual, not hardworking. I do sometimes, but not a lot of. But you should do risk taking and intellectual, I guess. And for the ninth one, definitely a reader and a problem solver, not a people person or a planner. I'm definitely not a planner. I'm a reader and a people problem solver. 10th, memorize, associate, think through, originate. I think through. I mostly don't memorize. Definitely not memorize. I maybe be associated. Associate and think through it. Originate, I sometimes do, but not all the times. Changer, judger, spontaneous, wants direction. I'm definitely spontaneous and spontaneous and a changer. Not wants direction. I don't want direction. I'm a spontaneous and a changing kind of guy. So communicating, discovering, cautious reasoning. So reasoning and communicating, those are the two things. I'm not that much cautious. That's why I'm prone to do a lot of mistakes. I'm reasoning and communicating. So challenging, practicing, carrying and examining. What I can do. So maybe practicing and challenging. I'm not really a challenge kind of guy. Maybe Practicing and examining will be to completing work, seeing possibilities, gaining ideas, interpreting. Definitely interpreting and seeing possibilities. Completing my work, I hardly do complete my works. Maybe gaining ideas also, interpreting and seeing possibilities. Those are the two options. Doing, feeling, thinking, experimenting. Definitely thinking and experimenting, not the doing, feeling kind of guy. Let's do and feel how it feels. Definitely not kind of guy. Definitely a thinking and experimenting kind of guy. So let's see what is the mark I'll get and see what kind of thinker I am. So out of 100, these are the scores I got for the different thinking styles. And the pattern I see is when it comes to abstract thinking, like in chemistry or in a way, I think in a sequential way. But I'll think mostly random about the other things. Abstract ideas, I'll think sequential, and concrete ideas, I'll think random. And I also scores more in the abstract part. So this is the uh, test results of myself. You can also go and check yourselves what are the um, what kind of thinking you are better at. So I'm a random guy. That is what I think. I mostly think random, but when it comes to the abstract case, I'll think sequential. What comes after that? But if you think some other things, I'll think random. That's the thinking style of myself. So you can also go and check what the thinking style you have, and you can show others, and they can it will be helpful when they want what kind of thing they can make you done like that.